Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Bob here. Thanks so much for stopping by today. So today we're going to be taking our second look at the brand Vario with their latest release, the Empire. If you're in the market for a dressier mechanical watch at an affordable price, I think this one's a really good option. Now this is on a tour that was kicked off by Scott from Watches Galore. So big thanks to Scott for hooking us up. Also a big thanks to Vario for lending this one out. So let's get into the Empire. Alright, so the Empire takes inspiration in its design from the Art Deco movement of the 20s and 30s. I'm assuming it's taking its name from the Empire State Building, which is probably the more famous architectural design of the era. These come out in 4 variations that will be launching on Kickstarter April 30th, and I'll leave links to where you can find that in the description below. Now this version, the Tuxedo dial, refers to this style of dial with the darker outer ring and that silverish center. It's quite a classic look, especially with that font they're using for the numerals. The outer black ring is a brushed metal, and I'm not sure if you can see it here or not, but it does have a slight sunburst effect. It's subtle, but it gives it a little extra visual interest. The center portion has a patterned texture with Vario applied at the upper portion. Then the far outer, lighter portion has those black minute markings. It's quite a beautiful overall look and quite legible too. Nice skeletonized handset. I don't think I've seen a handset design quite like this, but they work perfectly with this watch. Some of the other versions are actually using heat-treated blued hands, though I think with the Tuxedo dial, the silver hands were the right call. At first glance, the case looks to be a fairly simple one, but it has design elements that are pretty unique. It's mostly due to how the lugs meet the case. If you look straight on here, you'll see that the lugs are slightly raised there with those lines that catch the light just beautifully. If we look at the side profile, you'll see those lines continue down. The brushwork is really well done on the watch, as well as the polish work. I think that it's kind of cool that they went with just a slightly different design versus a typical circular case. If we look at the case back here, you'll see the Miyota 6T33 hand winder working away. Nice looking movement. The winding action is silky smooth to the point it's actually a little bit hard to hear or feel it winding. You can feel it, but just very subtle under the fingers. The movement is not hackable, but otherwise has been keeping good time in the few days that I've had it. The case on these comes in at a width of 38 millimeters. I'm getting 45.5 millimeters lug to lug. The lug opening is 20 millimeters and the thickness is just under 11.5 millimeters. The crystal is sapphire. We do have an AR coating on the underside, and the water resist is 50 meters. If you're ordering one of these, there's a couple of strap options. They have the Harris tweed strap like this one here, or the leather. Either works, but I personally prefer the leather. Just has a dressier look. I love the texture of this particular strap. Has a nice taper from 20 down to 16 millimeters. And if you are swapping straps, there is drilled lugs for easy strap changes. So let's take a look on wrist. Alright, so I think this looks pretty darn good on wrist. I don't wear tons of dressier watches, but I could totally see rocking this one. I've really enjoyed spending some time with it. Pretty cool watch for sure. So these, again, are launching on Kickstarter at the end of the month. They're going to be going for $220 plus $20 shipping. Price may range a little bit depending on the package that you get in on. I don't have the full details on that yet, but if you go to the site, sign up to their mailing list, you're going to get that info as it comes out. You're also going to be entered there for a chance to win a free Empire, so make sure to check it out in the link below. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.